truck and hit the road. Our land is our home.
We've all heard of sweater season, hoodie season, cuffing season, but we have a new one for you guys. It is Expo season.
What? What the fuck?
That's so. I wonder,
never gets old.
That's good.
Yeah,
Expo season.
coming up.
SZN.
It's first one's in August.
Arizona.
Colorado. Yeah,
Typical
they
me
have
just
a new
making
one.
shit
They added this Colorado event for the end of August, and then about 4 weeks later they have Arizona.
Uh-huh.
And of course we're talking about Overland Expo. I guess we didn't make that clear.
I know. Well, there's many, but Overland Expo I feel like is the biggest one.
100%. Yeah, we will be going to Colorado and Arizona. Originally, we were going to the East Coast, but I don't believe we are anymore. So
You're not going?
no. So yeah, and the East Coast is in Virginia,
Wow.
and that's like a few weeks after Arizona. So we have a couple things changing, so we're not going to be going that far for this year.
That would have been a solid distance.
Yeah, the plan was to, which is still going to happen. We're just going to delay it till next year, but to go to Virginia, and then the Northeast and yeah, like New Hampshire, Maine,
Yeah.
explore all around there, and then start making our way back. By after a month or so later.
Expos are fun, dude.
Yeah, and I've only been to one, and it was in 2019.
That was the only one we've been to? So you and I, that was our first and only expo.
Yeah, because the Montero was in the Boss Strongbox booth.
Remember that?
And super fun to do that. But now we have two this year.
Yeah.
And the Colorado one is, since it's new, it's going to be kind of cool because everyone's going to be experiencing it for the first time themselves.
Yep.
At least in that location. I believe it's in Loveland, Colorado. So
damn,
should be fun.
Yeah,
and Denver's pretty sick city as well. So either way, it's going to be,
you're going to have a good time.
Rad spot. And then we have a lot of projects based around these two events. So we'll be busy for sure.
I'm contemplating, I mean, if I can, going out to Colorado would be amazing.
Yeah, you should go.
Oh, yeah. Are you going to just camp in the truck?
Yeah, I believe we have a hotel night Wednesday because of a project.
Mm-hmm.
And then we will be camping in the truck for Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
And then in Arizona, we will be off-site in a hotel during the event.
Getting work done. Right?
Yeah.
Getting your work done and stuff.
Yeah, and both events, Kat and the dog will be going, I believe.
Yeah.
So it's easier. The hotel is nice because it's a place to escape, especially for her and the dog, so they don't have to be sitting around all day. And the home's not on display,
Yeah.
But Colorado, we will be crashing in the truck that whole time. So
that's gonna be sick. Yeah. It's definitely a hard. Like I kind of have a hard time wanting to bring like my girlfriend Sid, to like these events because like any really like easy events. And I feel like Kat probably is the same way for like roaming lost events. Like she wants to support, but you're also like so busy throughout those things, shaking hands, just networking, working. And so like for her, she's kind of has to be like solo dolo for most of it,
Yeah. That's why the hotel helps.
Yeah.
Because you can manage her own time and have a place to go to that's not, during the event.
She's not just like wandering the event,
Yeah, she can leave at any point, which is nice. And then
because these things are work events for you and I, like we're 100%. Networking super hard the whole time.
Yeah, and this year we are very busy. So we
can't wait for you to announce that.
Yeah, it should be good. And then we have two projects that are based around the events. And yeah, should be really cool.
I'm excited for you, dude.
Yeah.
Expo season is really a fun time. I feel like brands really get like, they start fucking going hard on their builds. They start wrapping everything, like new projects, new builds, new products.
Yeah, because the I mean, really, it's just the SEMA of
Off-road.
off-road or
Yeah.
overland or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I mean, I think that people get excited and obviously build trucks and whatnot, and then not only that, but they get to show off new product
Huge.
that they might be holding on to, and then like even like for people like me, like who have like strong understanding of the industry or whatever, there's always like new stuff coming out that I
Always.
will not know of, and then I'll go there and be like, whoa, what the heck is this, you know?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you get hyped on it.
You get to meet, most of the time you meet the founders.
Yeah, you get to meet. Yeah, that's what's crazy about the expo is that since the brands are usually smaller, you get to like meet like the people working it. Or,
Depends on
like,
the
working
brand.
on it.
But
Yeah.
you'll meet like the influencers. I remember when I went, the first one we went to, or that I went to,
Yeah.
stopped at the KC booth,
Yeah.
stopped, and you just like see the people that you see on Instagram. This is before I feel like I was more in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, everyone's very attainable, very approachable, depending on the person usually. But
yeah, and I think it gives an opportunity for people to connect with people that they idolize or follow or whatever it may be.
have you had anyone come up to you and ask for an autograph?
Not autographs, with photos.
Shut up.
Yeah, the Montero and stuff.
With you? Or just a Montero?
I think I only took like a few with people.
That's hilarious.
I really don't love the like the celebrity aspect. If that makes sense.
Yeah. It's
'Cause it's
super
just like-
cheese, huh?
I mean, it's a bit cheesy, but like people, that are into that, like I'm assuming enjoy that part too.
Yeah.
So it's definitely for certain people, but for me, it's just like I just rather get the eyes on the work than have me like be like a face of anything, because that's more important to me.
That's a really good idea right now, because you're like, everyone, it's part of the aspect of going and seeing these rigs and the people that have them. If Overland Expo, the actual company, were to partner with some brand and they created like a flip book.
Flip book.
So when you enter, you are given, or you can buy it, whatever you want. And it's like a small little booklet, and it's all the rigs. Like there's maybe 40 featured rigs, and it gives you the build. So it's like, look out for at Codas Tacoma, and look out for.
It's like a guide almost.
Be sick as hell.
That's a cool idea.
And then you can go.
Another
and,
idea that you just give out.
Fuck, I do that all the time.
I know, it's so
That's a
funny.
good idea, right? You remember when you were a kid and you would go to Disneyland? Have you ever been to Disneyland as a kid?
I went to Disney World, once.
Okay. And when you're like a child, like a little kid, the goal is like for some reason to go see like all the Disney characters.
Sure, yeah.
So it's like that, but like for grown-ups.
It's like Pokemon.
Gotta catch it.
Yeah, but like, that makes sense. That's actually not a bad idea, and you can get signatures.
Okay, well, let's pitch it.
Yeah,
Pitch it to them.
You can. I'm not. That's not part of my wheelhouse, but it's a good idea.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah,
See? Kingston
should-
always claims I have like the worst ideas, and I'm just like, bro,
I do.
nah, you never do.
Oh, it's like
That'd be really gnarly.
doesn't sound like me.
Yeah, that'd be heavy.
No, that's like, it's kind of like a part. What's cool about the events is that it meshes the community and the celebrities together, and you get to meet people, and like you get to meet like the people who make that rack that like you love.
You're stoked on.
Yeah, and I think that's a really cool part.
What's that big brand? It's is it X Overland?
Yeah, Expedition Overland.
Dude, they are like they have a big fanboy following.
Yeah, that's a good example. They definitely are like celebrities in the scene, and they have like I think they go with like Patriot Campers. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming they have a pretty large booth. And
what do they do? Expedition Are they just videos?
I guess
like
they have a YouTube channel. Yeah.
That's it. But like
I don't actually. I mean, I guess they
let me see.
don't necessarily know exactly what they are considered,
Yeah.
but maybe it's like a media type setup.
Because they don't have product. They don't sell like
So I believe they are overlander.com. Like they own that company,
damn.
right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I would assume so, because everything is their content.
Yeah, they're pretty big though. It's like a blog, gives
Yeah.
you like details of their builds, vehicle
do-
sponsors.
They do builds because they work with Tacoma and like freaking General Tire, and like they're on definitely like a pedestal that is definitely a lot higher than most. So
Really cool. I mean, if you can do that, not saying like you specifically, but like you put in all this effort and you have like this is a really well done like branded package that they put together.
yeah, I mean that's like
It's a lot
it's
of work.
really like kind of the goal of Roaming Lost too, where we're not necessarily the like the face of anything,
Yeah.
but we would like to be able to create really good content for this industry that is something that people connect to, and that's like high quality.
If you can be like a go-to hub,
Yeah,
like even if like Easy Supplies for some reason became like the go-to like little market for making life easier on the road, and we sold like a little propane tanks, little scottles, all
yeah,
but
kind
not
of like
all
a
from Easy,
boutique like a boutique Overland shop.
because then everyone want to just go.
Yeah, I think there's like definitely room for like all of this stuff
Totally.
for the future. So because I've always joked about Roaming Lost Outfitters.
I've always thought
And
that
I've
was a
always-
cool idea.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, because I build the trucks that I use, and then all that knowledge can be applied in a way to help someone else out. So if you want me to build you a truck, let me know. But it's like things like that. Definitely, like there are things popping up in that light. So it's definitely happening.
Yeah, I think the expos specifically.
Like Tiny Rig Co is a good example too.
Yeah, they're very niche.
Guys that are doing it, but then they were like, wait, there's a gap here in this aspect, and we're gonna fill that gap.
And I went there the other day, dropped off hats for Daniel, and they're cranking those campers out, and those are not cheap, dude.
Yeah,
I think they're like $13,000 campers.
Yeah, that's about what Super's at.
How much is a GFC? Same, probably, huh?
I think it's cheaper at this point than Super Pacific.
Always blows my mind on pricing for stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
but you see those camper shells, like I see the ones that they put on the
Alu Cab.
They're really nice.
They are pretty nice.
They're very, very nice campers.
Yeah. But yeah, like I'm saying, like there's like definitely room to like work on like things that you might think of it's like a good idea, and then you like the competition isn't as high as like being in like the high end automotive scene, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, well, the bar is really high and you need money to play.
Yep.
And you know what I mean? It's like
they're actually not that expensive, dude.
Yeah, no, but then if you add the way that GFC works is that they have add-ons that really bump up the price.
Got it. So it starts at like 7.5 and it can go up to like 9.5 with additions.
Assuming, yeah.
Probably.
So it's not like the furthest off. But yeah, I mean, there's so many options out there now for freaking campers.
I loved that memory of like the first expo because it just was endless, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Row after row after row, and then you would see someone you knew, like, "What up?" And you're like, "What up, dude?" And then just keep going and going and going. You know.
What's crazy about this year is that we had a gap in the year,
an
explosive
of no
events, and it exploded.
Yeah.
And they have, I was just talking with them, and they have like a lot of people on a wait list to get a booth if anything pops, or anything like anyone bails. And they have more like wants than they can, give out.
Yeah.
Or like they want more need for booths, but they can't supply them because there's no room.
They should. I mean, at this point, then it becomes like we were just last podcast. We were talking. No, the first two of them ago. We were talking about Stagecoach.
Yeah,
and a lot of those reasons they have 2 weekends, back-to-back weekends, is because they're so big.
Yeah. They can fill the want.
Yes.
Or they can fill that availability between 2 weekends, which is crazy.
So
if
I
you
feel
think
like
about.
at some point, I bet you they're going to become that big where it's like, here's week 1, week 2,
Yeah.
same location, same design, but they
the
swapped the vendors.
thing about it though is that if SEMA only happens once a year,
Yeah.
but SEMA is, have you ever been?
No, I heard it's
It
freaking
is
huge.
insane how big it is.
Like how big though?
Like multiple convention buildings and outdoors.
How are they connected?
It's the Las Vegas Convention Center. It's
Which
like,
is probably one of the biggest, huh?
I think it's like something like 5 or something buildings, and
And
it's
they're all filled?
And it's 2 stories. Yes, they're all filled. Each building is usually a like
Holy crap.
yeah. Each building is like dedicated to certain things, but you have to understand SEMA has like manufacturing and like paint and probably even like welding stuff or
Yep.
et cetera, et cetera. It's not just cars, it's all the stuff that you make with how to make a car or how to make a part, or it's everything under the sun.
Isn't it supposed to be like a industry in? So
Yeah.
like they go to show, like let's say Rigid would go to SEMA to show how they would build the new Bronco lights.
Yeah, and they probably are.
Yeah.
Probably are. Yeah, no, they it's actually a private event.
How did you get invited?
Because I got through like a race team, because my uncle was on a race team, so
For SEMA?
like that's the thing. If you're a part of the industry, like let's say the race team needs to buy a new motor, they're gonna go to SEMA, see what the new shit is.
Got you.
Or new car, and then that's how you get in.
That's insider information right there.
Yeah,
That's
but
amazing.
If you can go as media, or if you have some way of like connecting, the dots. But that's how I got in.
Can you picture, because the thing with Overland Expo and the expos for that are like our industry is you can purchase stuff at these. SEMA, you can't purchase anything.
That's true. Yes.
So like maybe you write orders and take information down, which is actually it's more of like a trade show. You ever been to Agenda?
Yes, of course.
How sick was Agenda back then?
Yeah, it was sick. I've been to Agenda a bunch of times.
I fucking loved Agenda.
But Agenda is like basically public, even though it technically was not.
Yeah.
Anyone can pretty much go. But
all the skater grounds from Long Beach would just be running amok in those.
And a lot of people go to SEMA that have no connection with automotive as well. It's quite easy to get in. But
that's why I like Overland Expos, because it's open to the public.
Yeah. And the fact that they sell stuff there is just huge. You can basically outfit a truck, by the time you leave.
You can buy an earth roamer by the time you leave.
You could, yeah.
Actually.
Totally. And I think that they have something very valuable. And not to give too much away, like I'm working with them to like give them even more value, and we're doing some like cool stuff on the books. Like,
yeah. Well, if you guys want, because by this time when this podcast is released, Overland Expo will have a video, or they have a video available on their YouTube channel and their social media platforms, most likely their website too. But it's a feature which was really cool. Kingston hit me up to do a feature with them. So essentially Overland Expo featured me of like why I
explored. I mean, like we're recording this before it comes out.
It'll come out.
It's gonna come out. It's called Why We Roam. It's a series of videos that will be coming out, and it's basically featuring people and why they do what they do. It's not just for overlanding. It's for moto people, or people that do sprinter vans and like hike. It's literally anyone under the sun.
Yeah,
it's super inclusive, and we will be doing we'll be dropping these like. I mean, the goal is to drop them on a monthly basis, so it's gonna be a pretty sick series, and it's a lot of work for me and my growing team, but we're super stoked, and that's part of the projects that we're doing at Expo, or after Expo. But
it's an ongoing series that Kingston's doing.
It will be an ongoing series, yeah.
I was kind of like the test dummy for it.
Yeah, you were considered the pilot.
which is cool. Jaime Lozoya is the pilot. But the cool part about it too, and I think the reason why they were like accepting of for me to do it was because my level of like outsider looking in overlanding, very basic. Like, yeah, I have the dirt. I like bringing my dirt bike. I like camping. Yeah, I have the rooftop tent stuff. But to the extent of how it could be and how built out certain people's rigs are, like mine's very minimal.
Yeah, we wanted to, for you, we really tried to hit on the head of like, it's for anyone.
Yeah.
And you might be already doing it
without knowing.
even knowing. So yeah, we definitely hit on all of that, I think, in your video. And it was actually used, there was some parts chopped up for ads. So they will be, you'll most likely see them for ads over the next few months. And then the full feature will be out at some point. We're in the past right now, but we're talking in the future, which has not been scheduled just yet. But
what the fuck?
Yeah, I know, right? But like we're just talking in the future here, and I'm not sure what the future holds.
If you're on YouTube, you'll see us. If you're not on YouTube, you can't see us.
Yeah.
Struggling here.
We're in the future.
That's what we need is like a Twilight Zone one, like dee 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 dee.
Yeah,
that's cricket.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways,
no, it should be good. And I think the reason why, the reason why I was so stoked on Overland Expo and to go and experience it was how inclusive it is. And there was really no, like, if you didn't even own a truck or you didn't own a rig, you just felt like you were part of the community there.
Yeah, because there's no one knows who you are.
No. If you were,
you could have like the sickest fucking truck, and you walk up to a brand, and you're just like, "This is cool," you know. And like, you could be a millionaire, or you could be like dirt poor. It doesn't even matter because that's not what's based. That's not what the interactions are based off of.
Totally.
They're based off of common interests.
Exactly. And love for the outdoors.
Yeah. And how, like, fucking what better way to like hang out with people.
My dad, so I took my dad. I was like, I want to show you like what Easy's doing. And he's like, all right. So I thought that was like a perfect way to bring him into it and kind of show him the world. And he was like, definitely. This is fucking sick, you know?
Yeah.
But him and I were like, very stoked, cruising, just him and I, you know, grabbing beers from like the vendors and stuff. kind of sauced by the end of it.
Totally.
Each day.
Everyone's hanging out.
And we were like walking, and it was so far because you had to go into the dirt road to get into the event, and the Uber wouldn't pick us up from the dirt road. So it like just shows you how cool. There was some guy who saw my dad and I walking, and his dumb ass literally throws a thumb up for hitchhiking. I'm like, dude, put your finger down. He's like, no, someone's gonna pick us up. I'm like, dude, no.
Someone did.
Yeah, some hippie dude in like an old sick Jeep was like, you guys want to ride? And I was like, hell yeah. And then the same thing to get down there, some couple picked us up. We were walking from the hotel.
Yeah.
Like, you guys going to the expo? We're like, yeah. Drove us there. They're like, yeah, we have an Earth Roamer, but it's just in the shop right now. So this is what we're driving. It was like a Ford Fusion or something.
Oh my gosh. See, that's what I'm saying.
And I'm like, how fucking cool.
Yeah.
You have like hippies, old ballers, like everyone's just cool.
Yeah, no, I think that's what's really cool about it is like the inclusiveness to it.
Yeah,
for sure. It's and it gives you an idea of like what's to come, and makes you dream a little, and I don't know, there's all kinds of shit to do.
Makes you salivate. And
there's not like, it's not just like buying and selling shit. It's like they have classes.
They do have classes.
And like classes like in the tent where you're like learning from someone, or the off-roading classes, or I think they even have like test drives and stuff.
Totally.
So there's like it's pretty wild. And the way I see it growing is not necessarily, maybe it will grow in size, but I believe it will grow in number of events.
Yes.
So it won't be like, 3 is a lot, but they might, and then they're all in the fall for the most part. So it's like maybe they'll add a spring one, but they added Colorado, but they also added Outside Adventure Expo,
which we went to.
No, we didn't go to that.
I went to Adventure Expo. That's them.
right. So about that
Okay.
is that they might do that as well.
That's in Costa
SoCal.
Mesa.
Yeah. So I guess that was partnership with Four Wheeler Magazine,
Mm-hmm.
but I believe they might be doing it on their own. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if they kept on doing a SoCal one, holy crap.
Oh my God, dude. It was so the reason they partnered with Four Wheel Mag is because I think they thought that Overland Expo didn't have that big of a presence in Southern California,
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
but they knew Four Wheeler Mag did. So Lodestone, the brand, partnered.
Yeah.
And okay, for us being there, it was super affordable.
It was close.
in our backyard.
Yeah.
And I thought it was very successful. Could it have
Yeah.
been bigger? Yeah, but it was also like the beginning of COVID, I want to say. So
It was
maybe
right
a little
before.
weird. Yeah.
But the event space was there. It was pretty big, but
OC Fair.
there was so much room to grow.
Oh, 100%.
So they didn't like maximize any kind of space at all.
Yeah.
So they SoCal event like that will kill it. And
Yeah.
I don't know what the logistics are of like having events in California. I'm assuming it's harder because
Probably.
everything is harder.
Everything's harder to get
But-
a permit.
But then like with COVID and stuff, it's definitely got to be harder.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like that's how I could see it is more events or just more involvement with the community besides events. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Should be cool.
I'm just overall like stoked on how it's growing,
Yeah,
but I'm also so impressed that I was just thinking about it right now. It's growing so big and there's so many people in it. And then you were able to partner with them.
yeah, I know.
That's
It was
fucking crazy.
It was like well, today, like this last week that we're recording,
You're
was a
almost doing
wild
like
week.
push-ups in here. You're so excited.
but yeah, it was like on a definite business high. But we have some. I'm just like stoked on everyone is just like everyone I've been working with like in this industry is just fucking awesome.
Yeah, so far.
And it's just like it's only gonna produce the best content there can be.
I think if we go back, see, here's my only concern about the growth of it, because right now it's super sick. Because
Yeah.
everyone that's in it and building stuff is like kind of core and actually lives it. Remember our podcast episode on overlanding? Where is it going? It's when it gets mainstream. And you were saying
I think it's getting mainstream.
it is, but it's not mainstream until Target or Walmart starts
okay,
carrying,
gotcha.
and it because all they want to do is like soak in dollars, and that's when it just loses like this lust,
Yeah, but I think that there's overlanding has been around in the United States for quite some time. It's obviously not been that big, but
Uh-huh.
I think if anything, there will always be a core group of group like a core audience.
Yeah,
People will come and go, and
they can sniff out the fakeness too, huh?
sure, and people like definitely that's a trend right now. There's like definitely it's like no secret that there is like some sort of trend going on right now.
Yeah,
But the people that will come and go, let them come and go, and then like the people that are really into it, like
We'll
let
stay
them
with
enjoy, let them fucking do it and enjoy the outdoors, and yeah, just keep doing what we can do.
yeah, I agree.
But like all these new people, we can like, that's like one of the things that it's fucking, who's calling me,
Put it on silent or on vibrate.
It is. But anyways, the thing about the new people is like working, which is like I've had this conversation with a brand recently, is working with a brand or working with people to educate them, the newbies or whatever you want to call them,
Yeah,
and like on like how to treat the land and like all that stuff that we're trying to do with our land. But now that we are semi-open, I don't know, California's all over the place right now.
all over the place for sure.
We would love to bring the cleanups back, right? So it's like,
That's a huge aspect of it.
yeah, and there's like there's a brand that actually we haven't talked about it yet, but there's a brand that's really interested in partnering on that.
I think we should because they're huge. Like in the sense of like they have a very good following already. Have you?
Who are you
Is
talking
this a different brand?
Yes.
Damn, these many people are hitting you up for the cleanups.
it's well, one, I think we can say that Rig for Dirt,
Yeah.
which is our buddy Frank, who does another podcast, which you should check out. It's called Rig for Dirt. We will be working with them to produce the next cleanup for sure.
Yeah.
But no, there's another brand
Can you tell me?
I will later. Yeah.
Damn, no way.
No.
Monster energy drink?
Liquid Death.
Liquid Death, which would be really cool.
But I don't know. They might be interested.
They probably just give us.
We haven't
tons of
developed
cases.
the cleanup idea just yet, but we need to work on that. So, if you are listening and you want to bug us about making a cleanup, please do, because it's just a reminder of getting it done.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
know our land could for sure use it.
Yeah, and so that's the kind of like, I don't know, we got sidetracked, but
no, but that's like it's bubbling up so much.
It's bringing that community together. This is like ideally what you want to do,
and growing like crazy. But I think, so shout out and kudos to Overland Expo, because I feel like what they're doing is just really cultivating and honing into why people do what we do, and then also them hitting you up and doing videos and even putting someone like myself in it, which I feel like from outsiders perspective, they're like, oh, Jaime, like you go camping a lot.
Yeah. And we wanted to kind of share that
highlight of like what it means, what the lifestyle kind of means to everyone. I think we did a great job. I definitely feel like I tried to bring out every bell and whistle that I had, which was minimal knowing of cooking, how to ride a motorcycle.
I think the video was great, and everyone that I've shared it with, again, like this isn't out as we're talking about it, but everyone has been stoked on it.
So stoked.
And so we've only had positive, reactions, which, there's always like the nervous part of it. It's like, I don't know if like,
it could tank, which is it's so rare for something to like,
well, you never know,
I guess.
But yeah, I think we did a great job, and I'm stoked to continue doing that.
Yes, I agree. Continuation of good things is always good, and I think that's why Overland Expo is good. The two co-founders are just very smart people.
Yeah, totally. And they really what's cool about the group is that they aren't just there to like just take and then not give back. So like they have all kinds of stuff going on. They have like, I believe they even have a nonprofit that gives back, and I don't know, there's just like so much. You can check out overlandexpo.com to get more information. But
all right, guys, let's give them so Mountain West, which is in Loveland, Colorado, is August 27th through the 29th. Overland Expo West, which is in Flagstaff, Arizona, is September 24th through the 26th. That one is very big, mainly because it's pretty close to California in a lot of places.
Definitely the main one.
And then East is in Arrington, Virginia, and that's October 8th through the 10th.
Yep.
You can buy your ticket to overlandexpo.com. We'll see. We're going to see if we can hit them up and get a discount code for our followers, and maybe you guys get a little bit of love on a ticket. We'll see. I don't know. If we do, we're legends. If we don't, sorry.
I know. I was like, why would you say that? We just figured it out.
Damn, that Defender's sick.
Yeah. No, it's like, I think you can obviously buy tickets and I camp at on site, I believe. I'm not sure about Colorado, but West you can camp fairly close to the event.
Yeah,
I think it's on site.
I do want to give these guys some love too. I know it's a different taste. It's very much like the rig Tacoma culture, which is huge, very, very Toyota driven. But they're growing pretty aggressively, and it's pure. They do a pure 4x4, and they're doing one in Big Bear actually in the middle of August. We'll be there. But the vendor list is insane. And most brands that are based in California and kind of around us, like, Sherpa Racks, whatever it is, Rig Supply Co., Easy Supplies, Wheel Companies, VTX, and stuff like that. So check them out too if you want to go to something that might be a little bit more of, because it's more of like a party.
Local.
Yeah,
SoCal local.
Yeah, they have DJs, more like drinking.
It's the Coachella events. Yeah.
I think that's what they're aiming for. Is more like Coachella.
It looks like exactly like a Coachella flyer.
And this is where is it? August 13th to the 15th, Big Bear. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's another one. Check them out too. But yeah, I'm excited. I love Expo season.
Yeah, it's fun. And especially with the year break of not seeing anyone. I mean, yeah, I've seen a fair share of people, but there's so many new people that I've talked to on Instagram that I would love to meet. And
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm stoked to just get out there and just hang out.
People blown up since the last time we've seen them too. Bigger followings, more product.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
saw Sherpa Rack, like the
Uh-huh.
ones that make the racks. They just expanded their whole facility and they're hiring now. It's like,
Yeah. It's
damn.
a good business to be in. I don't know.
The good business to be in. I'll leave it at that.
All right, we're going to take a quick break and thank our sponsor for the podcast, Onyx Off-Road. Onyx Off-Road, if you didn't know, is like having 5,000 paper maps in the palm of your hand. It's accessing the best trails road data with the tap of a finger. It's customizing your maps your way with tracked trips, waypoints, downloaded maps. Kingston uses it. He's always on his phone, probably looking up some funny TikToks, but he should be using Onyx Off-Road. If you want to use Onyx Off-Road, go to our show notes and you get a discount. Thank you, Onyx Off-Road, and here's back to the podcast.
All right,
right.
guys.
Well, we'll see you on the next one.
Oh, wait. Go to
Whoa.
YouTube and at Overland Expo to watch Kingston's first pilot video. Check that out.
Overland
Like,
Expo,
subscribe.
YouTube, probably on their website.
Yep.
But yeah.
That's it.
Load the truck and hit the road. Our land is our home.